As Super Tuesday began, many people, perhaps you, noticed that some of the biggest social media sites in the country were down. And it was inconvenient if you want to log on to Instagram or whatever, but most people, I think, just carried on with their day waiting for it to return. That's what normal people did. Right-wing nut jobs, on the other hand, took a different approach. They assumed that something deeper must be afoot. And what do you know? It's a plot against Donald Trump. So Roger Stone bleated, Facebook and Instagram, two of the most powerful communications tools for grassroots politics in America, suddenly stop working on Super Tuesday, while all of Haley's ads in print, radio, and television remain intact. How convenient. MAGA will still win by a lot. And it wasn't just him. The Media Research Group, this is a conservative-leaning media watchdog group, said that this sure looks like election interference to us. Okay, I guess when you're insane, maybe it does look that way. Rogan O'Handley, which is a real person's name, it's not like a parody name for Lauren Boebert at a Beetlejuice concert, said, what a coincidence that Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are down on Super Tuesday. Practice run for November? So you all see what's going on here.
Before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait. Click join now on YouTube.
Social media sites went down on Super Tuesday, and the assumption is tech never fails and no social media site ever goes down. So if it went down on purpose. And if it went down on purpose, it obviously went down to hurt Donald Trump, despite the fact that there was no conceivable way that he wasn't going to win on Super Tuesday. And he did win on Super Tuesday, but neither of those facts reassure these people that maybe it was just that social media sites went down. Maybe that's all it is. No, everything has to have some deeper, darker, sinister explanation. And that is why I try to stress when we talk about this, that the issue with the right is not that they believe a conspiracy theory or multiple conspiracy theories. It's that they are conspiracists. The way that they approach the world is the assumption that reality is boring. There's gotta be something else that makes me the victim, but also simultaneously the strongest and smartest and best person ever. And that is how they interpret all data. And even in areas where, so what, Nikki Haley didn't need powerful communication tools for grassroots support, she was trailing. You would think she'd need it more than Donald Trump. And sure, maybe she doesn't care because her ads are still running. Were Donald Trump's ads not still running? I don't even understand what Roger Stone is trying to say in that, Sharon, but what do you make of it?
He doesn't either, and these people will never learn. And had Nikki Haley done well enough to stay in the race a little bit longer beyond Super Tuesday, they would have gone back to the voting machines, all but Fox News and the pillow guy. This is just what they do. You're right. This is how they operate to make life fun and giggly. Be damned with democracy and the rest of us.
Yeah. And as people are talking about in the chat, like it is completely irrelevant to these people that these social media sites are all run by conservatives. I don't mean that Mark Zuckerberg on every culture war issue or whatever would take the conservative position, but I mean to the ability that he has had and the extent that he has had to twist the platform to serve one side of the aisle or the other, it has been to the benefit of conservatives. That has been the case for literally years. Twitter is literally owned by a right-wing billionaire. But again, they're forever the victims, forever aggrieved, even though they have taken over all of these tools that they previously claimed were being used to shadow ban them. And all of this is necessary because again, they need to sell the myth that they're victims, and also reality is just too boring for them. Andy Stone, communications representative for Meta, says there was a technical issue that caused difficulty for some people to access our services. It was resolved and it's back. That's what happens. I'm sorry,
that's boring.
Conservatives. That's reality.